A very good morning to all. In the last class, we learned about adaptations in animals, adaptations of animals in polar region and adaptations of animals in mountains. And today we are moving on to a new topic that is about adaptations in fish. So, how these fish survive in water. So, we all know that fish are aquatic animals. So, what are aquatic animals? Animals that live in water. So, these fish have some body features that helps them to survive in water, that makes them different from other animals. So, let's discuss the body features of these fish that helps them to live in water. The first thing is that you can see the picture of the fish here and its body part is being labeled here. And the first body feature of this fish is they have a streamlined body. So these streamlined body feature helps them to move in the water. So they can move easily in the water because of these streamlined body feature that makes them to move very easily in water. And the next one is about their fins and tail. You can see the picture here. They have many fins and a tail that helps them to swim in water. So you can see fish swim in water. So their fins and tail helps them to swim in water. And at the same time, they helps them to maintain body balance. This fins and tail maintain body balance and helps them to swim in the water. And the next one is their gills. So how do these fish breathe? They breathe through their gills. Do fish breathe? Yes. Why? Because they are living. So they are living, they need to breathe. So how do they breathe? They breathe oxygen that is dissolved in water and they breathe through their gills. You can see the mouth of the fish. So they take in water through their mouth and the water passes through the gills. And when the water moves through the gills, the oxygen in the water that enters the blood. So that the gills are filled with blood. So how do they breathe? They breathe through their gills. So they breathe the oxygen that is dissolved in water. And what about their body? If you have seen a fish, you could have noticed their body. Most of the fish body is covered with scales. Then if you closely observe the picture, you can see the flap. Flap means when the water passes through the gills, it comes out through this flap. So these are some of the features of fish that helps them to survive in water. So what are they? The first one is the streamlined body that helps them to move in water. Then they have the fins and tail that helps them to swim in water. Then how do they breathe? They breathe through their gills and their gills are filled with blood. They breathe oxygen that is dissolved in water. So these are the body features that helps a fish to survive or live in water. Now let's see the adaptation in desert animals. So you all know what is a desert, right? So desert is a land which is covered with sand. What about the temperature there? It is very hot during the day and even there is sand blowing. So what about the animals that live in the desert? The animals that live in the desert has to survive with less amount of food as well as less amount of water. Because in desert there will be very little rainfall so that they get very little amount of water. And at the same time, there are very few plants grow in desert. So that animals that live in the desert have scarcity of food also. So the animals that live in the desert have some special body features that helps them to survive in the desert. So one such animal is the camel. Camel, which is called as the ship of desert. And camel lives in desert and let's see what are its body features that helps them to survive in the desert. Coming to the first one, their mouth. So the inner portion of their mouth is leather-like. So the inner part of their mouth is leather-like. You know why it is like that? because it helps them to, or it allows them to chew thorny plants. So in deserts, there are many thorny plants. So this type of leather-like mouth helps them to chew thorny plants. And this mouth structure makes it different from that of other animals. So what kind of mouth does it have? It have a leather-like inner portion of mouth that helps them to chew thorny plants like cactus. Coming to the next one is about their eyes. So these camels have thick double eyelashes and a clear eyelid. So why do they have this thick eyelashes? These thick eyelashes protect them from the sand. This protects them from the wind blowing. So you all know that in desert there will be strong wind blowing. So in order to protect their eyes, so these camels have thick eyelashes that protects their eyes from wind blowing and from the heat of the sun. And at the same time, it prevents getting sand inside their eyes. So these camels have thick double eyelashes and a clear eyelid that protects their eyes from wind blowing. And the next one is about their nostrils. So do you know what kind of nostrils do they have? They have a slit-like closable nostrils. That means they can open and close their nostrils at any time according to their will. They can open and close their nostrils according to their will. So when there is sandstorms, what the camels does is they close their nostrils so that the sand does not enter into their nose. So what type of nostrils do they have? They have a slit-like closable nostrils that can be closed and opened at any time. And the next body feature you can see is the hump. The fleshy part, the fleshy structure on the back of the camel, that is the hump. So what do they store in their hump? They store food in their hump. They do not store water in their hump. The excess amount of food is stored as fat in their hump. So in the hump, they store food. The excess amount of food is stored as fat in their hump. Coming to the next one is the long legs of camel. As described first, camels are the sheep of desert. And these camels can carry loads over long distances. At the same time, they can walk over thousands of miles every day. So these camels have long legs. So why do they have a long leg? They have a long leg to keep away their body from hot sand, to keep their body away from the warm sand. So these camels have long legs. Coming to the next body feature, that is about their padded feet. So we all know that in desert it is very hot. So camels have large padded feet. So do you know why do they have a large padded feet? They have a large padded feet that helps them to walk in the hot sand. And at the same time, if you see this picture, you can see their toes are joined together. As their toes are joined together, what happens? They can walk without sinking into sand. So it helps them to get a grip while walking in the sand. So these camels have large padded feet and at the same time they have their toes joined together. And the another thing about body feature of camel is that their body, their skin. You know how it is covered with. Next one is about their body. So their body is covered with thick skin. And this thick skin protects them from the intense heat. So we know that in desert is very hot and they have this thick skin that protects their body from the intense heat. So these are some of the body features that help a camel to survive in the desert. So beside these body features, they have some more habits that helps them to live in desert. So first one is scarcity of water. So camels can live without drinking water for many days. So we know that in desert there is very little rainfall so that plants and animals get a very little amount of water. so that animals, these camels can survive without water for many days. And when water is available, they drink plenty of water and recover the water which has been lost. Do you know which all other animals live in desert? There are animals like the kangaroo rat, the lizard, the tortoise. Even these animals live in desert. And what about a kangaroo rat? Can it survive without water? Yes, even the kangaroo rat can live without drinking water for many days. You know why? Because it gets its water requirement from the seed that it eats. So these kangaroo rat eat seeds and they get the moisture from the seed that it eats. So these kangaroo rat can survive without drinking water. And next one is that scarcity of food. The next habit that helps these animals to survive in desert is because of the scarcity of food. So very few plants grow in desert. So these camel can live in desert even without eating food for many days. But when they get food, what they do? They eat plenty of food, and the excess amount of food they store as fat in their hump. So that is why we say they store their food in their hump. The excess amount of food is stored as fat in their hump. When they use this fat, they use this fat when the food is scarce. So these are some of the habits that helps the camel to survive in desert. So camels have some body features that helps them to survive in the hot, sandy desert. In page number 50, there are 3 questions given. So I hope you all have done the 2 questions. And let's read the third one. Dash seals, mosses are the main source of food of polar bears. So what is the answer? The answer is seals. Then in page number 52, there is a box given. The hump of the camel does not have water. So as we have discussed, the hump does not have water. But the hump of the camel stores fat, which is broken down to produce energy when food is scarce. But the excess amount of food is stored as fat in their hump. And they use this fat when the food is scarce. So in their hump, they store food. So I hope you understood about the topic adaptations in fish and adaptations in camel that lives in desert. So let's meet in the next class and discuss a very new topic. Till then, thank you.